Stoutt here with Keeping Dreams Alive out here at Lauderdale Lakes Park with the annual camp with the University of Miami and the Parks Division. And with me right now is a special person. He's Ryan Stoutt. It's my son Ryan. Now, the reason I brought Ryan over here is because Ryan is one of the proteges, one of the first people that ever went through Keeping Dreams Alive, and Ryan started at the age of 15 years old. Ryan, what have you learned from this process and this program? Ryan has finished his senior year of high school. He earned a full scholarship at Tabor College. I want to know what has happened in your life that's made a difference with all the mentors you've had in KDA.
Well, like you said, being a product of this whole organization, it's been, reality. A lot of kids, they want to go D1, they expect to play professional, and that's a great thing, I wouldn't tell a player any different. But when reality hits, for me, it was all about education, and it's about getting that free education, and that's the #1 key, because it's always one play away, and you might never play football again. So a lot that I've learned through the years is that it's not always about you want to be the best player you can be, but it's not about D1 all the time. I'm going to a school, it's a D1 NAIA. There's a lot more to it, but it's a private school, and it's not big time football, but I'm getting that free education.
How was it that how important it was for you need to tell the kids that are coming through behind you how important grades are and what grades mean to earning scholarships?
Grades. Football, you might as well forget football if you don't have the grades. Freshman year, you need to come in and you need to shoot the bar as high as you can, because once you go through freshman year, that's the hardest year. Once you go through freshman year, you could cruise. If you start out with a good 3.0, and that makes a total difference. With scholarship money, I went through it, with different schools and the FAFSA, and there's so much more to it. When you have grades, anything's possible. And then it goes into SAT, ACT, and you don't have to score as high on tests. I'm not a very good test taker, and so I had a 3.0, so it made a lot of things easier, and you get more cash on the side for scholarships.
And son, how important is it, the character issue? I know there's a lot of social networks that go on now, Facebook, Twitter, all these things that I'm not even used to. How important is it for character and getting to the next level when coaches are looking at you?
Well, you always want to show good class. Facebook and stuff, that could ruin your whole career. You go on Facebook and you have pictures of you hanging out with kids, smoking pot, and drinking beers. You're at a party, because you never know. The eye doesn't lie. You never know when someone's going to take that picture, and they go back. You get recruited to go to college, and they look back at your Facebook, and they see that picture of you smoking dope and you drinking stuff. They'll cross you right out. They won't take you at all.
And how about was this whole process a snap of the fingers and you got a scholarship, or did it take a lot of discipline and hard work?
Heck no. It's all about hard work. I can tell you from experience, I wasn't the best athlete on the field. I wasn't an athlete at all, but I worked my butt off, and it's whatever it takes. You got to raise your bar, you got to have good goals, and you work your butt off, because coaches will see that.
Well, I'm proud of Ryan being his father, and I'm biased, but he is a product of KDA. He is getting a full ride out of Tabor College, and he's accomplished his goal, and now his job at the next level is get that education. Thanks, Ryan.